Hey everybody, Mr. Odom here, and I want to work out a couple problems for you from section 8.3. And those problems are number 19 and number 21. I know a lot of students were having some issues with those problems, so I'll take a few minutes and go over them. So, number 19, you have the circle, and you need to find the area of the shaded region, which is in purple. So I'm going to give you some hints on how you can solve this problem. So I drew this line right here. I drew a line that goes across the circle through the center. Okay, so what do we call that line that goes from one point on the circle through the center to the other side? What do we call that? That's right. That is called a diameter. Right? So we have this diameter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat the center like it's a hinge. And what I want to do is take this purple piece right here of the which looks like a semicircle, a smaller semicircle, and I want to move it. And so I'm going to rotate it this way. So it goes into this white space. All right, and what happens when I do that? Let me get a color up here. Let me get some purple. What happens is now this becomes purple. Let me see if I can color this in without going over the lines too much, but you get the idea. So this becomes purple, like this. And then the part that I just moved, this becomes white. So this can all go away. All right, so let me color this in, but you get the idea. So I just moved that semicircle, the purple semicircle, the smaller one, into the space where there's that white semicircle. So now I basically have to find the area of, let me get my pen back, the area of the shaded region, which is a semicircle. And we know how to find the area of a semicircle. We have our formula for the area of a circle, pi times radius squared, or some of you write it down as area equals pi times radius times radius. And what we have to do is divide this by 2. So we divide by 2, or we divide this by 2. Okay, so then this is what we need for our formula. Now, this number right here, remember that represents the diameter of the circle. It goes from one end of the circle up here through the center to the bottom. So this is a diameter as well. So for the formula, you need the radius. So you have to find the radius of the circle, and then you just plug it in to this formula, and you will get your answer. Okay, so we move on to problem number 21. Okay, so let me get this problem up here. Let's see, where is it? There we go, I need that circle. All right, for this problem, what we're doing here is we need to find the area of this shaded region. Whoops, we lost it. There we go. It's back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties this morning. Here's our drawing. I drew this red line through here, and I'll talk about why. And I also made a circle, and so this red line is the same as this red line in the circle. Okay, the red line that goes through our drawing is the same as the red line through the circle, and these measurements, this 4 feet, and this 4 feet, that's 4 feet there, and this is 4 feet here. So we can imagine that. So let's go back to this. So I'm going to take this black line right here, and I want to look at this leaf. So this looks like a leaf right here. This looks kind of like a leaf. And what I want to do is I want to take the leaf and I want to cut it in half. So to do that, let me move this line over here, put that in there. Okay, so I want to cut the leaf in half. And when I do that, it gives me two pieces. Let me call this piece piece 1, and this is piece 2. And what I want to do with each piece is I want to move it up from where it is and have it and put it into this white space. I want to take this piece number 2 and move it over here and put it into this white space. Well, what happens when I do that? Let's see. Let me get my highlighter again and get an orangish kind of color. So what happens is now this gets filled in. And then this gets filled in as well with piece 2. And then, just like in the previous problem, this all goes away. We can just make it go away because we move those pieces. All right, so now that we move those pieces, let me get my pen back. So this was piece 1 and piece 2 that we moved. This is a right triangle, which this is also a right triangle. All right, and so now what I want to do is I want to take this drawing and I want to transfer it over to this part of the circle. So I need to color in that orange piece because that is up here. Okay, this is the orange piece from the drawing. And that red line is the same as that red line in the drawing that I put in there. All right, so we basically have to find, if we think of the entire circle, we need to find the area of this light orange piece. And how are we going to do that? Well, if I just focus a minute on the circle, I see that I broke it into 4 pieces. Here's a piece, here's a piece, here's a piece, and here's a piece. Okay, so if I want to find the area of this circle, I would use the formula area equals pi times radius squared. But I only want to find the area of one piece. I want to find the area of this piece of the circle. And so I need to divide by 4. I need to find 1/4 of the area of the circle. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to make these go away for a second so it's not confusing. So let's look at this shape. I have a triangle here. Okay, this is a triangle. So this part of the circle, which is 1/4 of the area of the circle, has 2 shapes in it. It's like a composite figure. It has this triangle and it has this orange piece. And I can find the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle equals the base times the height. So there's my base times the height divided by 2. Okay. And if I were to take the area of the triangle, this area right here, let me get another color. Let's see, that's fine. This area right here, and I added it to this area right here. If I add these 2 areas together, I would get the area of 1/4 of the circle. Okay, so The other way to think about this is if I have this area, which I can calculate, 1/4 of the area of the circle, and I subtract the area of the triangle, then what's left is just, see if I can get that X out of there. The area that's left is the orange area, okay? So now we have a formula that we can use to get the answer. So to get the area of the orange piece, I take the area of 1/4 of this circle and I subtract the area of the triangle. So this is the formula that you need. And you can see what the radius of the circle is, and you can see the base and the height of the triangle. So that's how you solve those two problems. Hopefully that was helpful. You guys should be able to finish that off. Make sure you round your answers correctly if it asks you to in big ideas. And that's all I have for now. Hope everybody has a good day. It's Mr. Odom. I'm out.